Hi there. I'm excited to share with you today how to increase engagement in online sessions by giving them E to the third power. My name is Heather Leavitt Martinez. I'm the director at Tech Host Academy, and I help professionals make online sessions more engaging, efficient, and equitable. Has engagement dropped in your online sessions? Let's explore why and reframe that pain point you might be experiencing. Okay, so I want you to give me a yes in the comments if you attend live sessions, live online sessions where people dial in but don't have on their cameras. Maybe this is you. It's understandable. People have a lot going on in their lives and often feel the need to multitask, and it's easy to do online, and it can become a habit that can spread to others as acceptable behavior. I get it because I've done it too, and I'm not judging, just looking at how things got this way. So, some people like to listen to music or podcasts as they work. Some like to sign up for webinars or free learning sessions, hoping to learn something while they multitask. But that can spill into meetings, like team meetings or meetings that have a purpose or meetings where decisions will be made or need participation from those in the meeting, where work can get done and things can get accomplished. These meetings need three things in order to be successful, and our behaviors outside of the meeting can easily spill into meetings that are important. Now, I call this having E3 power or E to the power of three. And I'll talk a little bit today about how becoming a tech host, either or either like part-time or part of your role or full-time as a full-time tech host can help make meetings smoother. Can you guess what the three attributes every meeting needs? Here are the three E's: engagement, efficiency, and equity. Without these, many people experience frustration. Too many meetings without this, and fatigue can set in, and maybe even burnout. Quick side note: do you know what causes burnout? Not being able to recover from what you did yesterday. Or let me say this another way: the definition of burnout is not being able to recover from what you did today by tomorrow. This is a real issue for some, and it has been for me. Has this happened to you more than once? Habitually? Let me know in the chat if burnout is a thing for you or someone you know. I used to burn out all the time, run on adrenaline, and ultimately succeed, but then I'd crash hard. And adrenaline fatigue is a real thing for many. And for me, having a chronic illness means I have had to learn how not to just recover every day, but several times a day. I spend a good majority of my day doing self care. I try to structure each day so that I don't have to burn out, but sometimes my body has different plans. And burnout is real, and most people don't even recognize that they're burned out. And the people who are burned out, quite often, are in your meetings. This is why I created the course Tech Host Academy and why tech hosting works for me and so many others. It gives me the flexibility to attend meetings at my pace so that I don't burn out and I can stay engaged whether I'm a meeting attendee or supporting a meeting by tech hosting it. And by tech hosting, I don't have to be in the hot seat teaching or facilitating. Too many of those in a week, and I am burned out. But by being engaged, you, me, and others can increase efficiency in our meetings. Did you know that efficiency is the number one thing managers and bosses want from their employees because it directly relates to the bottom line? Of the 62 monthly meetings that the average employee attends, over a third of those are a complete waste of time. These numbers are from the article Meeting Costs: What Are They and How to Reduce Them? And I've included a link in the article in the description. It goes on to say that on average, a company with 100 employees invests over $190,000 worth of time every month spent in meetings, which is over $2.3 million per year. Now imagine in large hierarchical organizations, those making the decisions at the top of the organization are often far removed from the individual contributors and how they do their work, specifically in online meetings. They have little to no reach in influencing their productivity, and it's the direct managers who have the most influence and are accountable for their team. Just a quick side note, I talk about this in a previous live stream and blog post, Managers versus Employees, Meeting the Wants and Needs of Both. You might want to check that out. I talk about how employees can align to the organizational vision, mission, and what the manager needs to help them with their professional development without sacrificing what it is they're passionate about and how they want to contribute. Now, we just talked about a hierarchical organization. Imagine a matrix organization or something smaller, a smaller organization. Collaboration is key, and how individuals do this really falls more on their shoulders, and the responsibility for an organization's success is shared more equally. But here's the thing, if you're only focused on engagement and efficiency, then you're losing out on a large portion of your potential by not ensuring that everyone's voice is being heard. Remember, everyone in your organization was hired for a specific role. A hiring manager saw the value in that person, and the organization invested in them. And everyone has the potential to exceed the expectations of that role and do their best work, but only if the system they are working in supports that. So, thinking about that system, do you know how others in your team or in your meetings like to communicate and express themselves? This is important to know so that you, as a tech host, facilitator, or meeting organizer, can recommend the right tech meeting online collaboration tools, like or the right meeting activity or approach to reaching the objective or desired outcome of the meeting. When everyone online in a session has the opportunity to share ideas and express themselves, they feel heard, and what they share can be very valuable to the group. I mentioned before that the most obvious way we are seeing a lack of engagement are those who come onto a call, a virtual call or online session, and they don't share their video. Yes, there are valid reasons why. They don't have internet bandwidth to share. Maybe they're driving, they're eating, they just rolled out of bed. Maybe they're breastfeeding or taking care of someone else. Life, I get it. But for those who aren't experiencing this, they often have their camera off because they may be trying to multitask. You know, that thing we do outside of the meeting? When we get into the meeting, it can definitely spill over. Or maybe it doesn't feel like a safe environment. Maybe they don't feel like they have a way to share. Or maybe they're unengaged and are showing up because it's required of them. People can feel if an online presence is safe. And when they do, they turn on their cameras, they share their ideas, and they participate in the process in meaningful ways. Once they start contributing, that psychological safety can grow into feelings and feeling a sense of belonging and build self-esteem so they can do their best work. I like to reference Maslow's hierarchy of needs to illustrate what we need in order to be successful. While it's simple, it's not always easy. If it were, you and your team would have figured it out by now and had excellent engagement. But remember, you don't have to do it alone. You can learn from those who have found what works and call on experts to support.
It's a group in the UK.
So, before I show you a little bit about Muddy, on my blog, I want you to know that I offer up 3 specific and simple ways to foster engagement and E3 your meetings as a tech host. And in Tech Host Academy, we dive even deeper in our monthly live quest sessions and live Q&A calls. In fact, I want to share this short clip from Muddy Schlegel, visual practitioner and technology expert here at Tech Host Academy. He's speaking to the power of presenting hand-drawn visuals over digitally typed words in a meeting.
It's a group in the UK did a graduate level study about 2 different groups, and with one group they were brainstorming sessions. In one group they had hand-drawn bullets. They were still collecting things by typing, but the bullets themselves that they were using on the typeface were hand-drawn bullets with one group. With the other group, they were just typeface bullets. That was the only difference they did between these groups. And the groups that had hand-drawn bullets had more ideas and better ideas. Objectively, they evaluated this, repeated this. This was a scientific, graduate level research. And the outcomes from this study, what they found out is when things are hand drawn, our minds perceive it as draft and we lean in because we feel like there's an opportunity to contribute, to be part of it. And when things are typed, even if it's a first draft, if it's typed, our minds perceive that as complete and we kind of lean back in consumer mode. It doesn't feel like we can participate as much, which is one of the reasons if you were to capture things on a flip chart, it draws the group in. People lean in and want to participate in that. So,
I'm glad you got to see Muddy in action. We thrive by learning from the masters that come before us, and we have wonderful experts who present each month in our quest sessions at Tech Coast Academy. Lauren Green, hybrid meeting expert, has a wonderful quiz you can take to determine if your meeting should be hybrid, and she offers up additional meeting agreements in her facilitator hub. During her quest sessions, we run through scenarios to help us understand the technology needed, and she provides a guide specifically for tech hosts to support hybrid meetings. And we have Brian Tarallo, who offers more ways to increase engagement and is the author of the award winning book, Surviving the Horror of Online Meetings. If you're thinking of joining Tech Coast Academy, you get a copy of his book mailed to you as soon as you register. Brian's sessions are always interactive, and he models the way of great facilitation. So you get to experience both the balcony and the dance floor view and walk away with resources you can use or share with the facilitators that you support in online sessions. To learn more ways to E3 your meetings, I offer a free training so that you can get a glimpse of what we're doing inside of Tech Host Academy. You can find the link in the description or visit techhostacademy.com. You can also learn more about E to the third power in the winning equation for meaningful online meetings found in our blog. I love talking about how to make online sessions more engaging, efficient, and equitable. And I want you to have the tools you need so that you can create online environments where we can all thrive. So I hope you'll join me at Tech Host Academy or in a future live stream. Take care and enjoy your next online meeting.